What's going on, everyone? South Bay Rebel here, and today I've got something a little bit different. I try and explore a variety of my hobbies on this channel, and one of those is video games. I'm a PlayStation guy, and I had to pick up this 30th anniversary PlayStation 5 controller. It's really nice. It's got that old school gray. It really caught my eye. I wanted to get the whole console. I just couldn't justify that. They also sold out immediately. I got into the waiting room, the online waiting room right away to try and see if I could get one, and I couldn't. And then after that, I kind of decided it was probably for the best. I think for the 2 terabyte one, it was going for like $1,000 for the Pro. So I have one. It works just fine. I settled for the controller. These are some of the existing controllers we have at my house currently. First one here is the purple. It's a really nice shade of purple. This one was a gift that I gave to my wife. It's her controller. She uses it every day, and she really likes this one. It's nice with the black contrast, in my opinion. I think they play off each other well. Another one here is this red one. That one doesn't get a ton of use, mostly because I was kind of just saving it for when my original white one got dingy. But from the couple times I did use it, I think my wedding ring or something scuffed the side there. Those are not white like paint marks on it. It was actually the red paint being scuffed off, so I was pretty bummed about that. And then my OG white controller that came with the console, still holding up pretty strong. This is the one I use every day. Never had any issues, knock on wood. No stick drift or anything like that. So yeah, pretty standard, nothing crazy about that. I just wanted to kind of show you these first so you get an idea of what these standard controllers look like. And then we'll get this newer one unboxed, opened up, and see what exactly is different about it. Is it just the color, or is there more? Real quick though, before we get the box open, wanted to just show off the box itself. So you've got that old school PlayStation logo up in the top right, Sony in the top left, not much going on the sides. And then oddly enough, on the back of the box is where it says 30th anniversary. I feel like that's one of the big selling points on this. Not really sure why they didn't mention that on the front of the box. So that struck me as a little bit strange, but nonetheless, nice box. And we'll get this open and see what the actual controller looks like. It's got 2 pieces of tape sealing it here. So they definitely don't want you getting in this until you're home and ready. It's got some neat printing on the inside of the box. In a couple different ways. So you've got all that XO triangle stuff, and then in that pattern it says 30, and then on the flaps and the rest of the outer box you've got all the different versions of consoles and controllers and all that good stuff. So pretty neat. I really appreciate that attention to detail and how they went the extra mile there. Pulling the controller out from the inner box, now you can see on the front there, again it says 30th anniversary. Really don't know why they didn't promote that on the actual front of the outer box. That's still kind of weird to me. But let's see here, we've got instructions. Don't really need those. Pretty much know how these work by now. But they are in there if you want to read through them. And nice gray little bag here with the controller in it, and I accidentally hit the power on button. It's not synced to anything yet, so those lights just flashed a couple times, but they are blue. And then just another quick look at the inner box here. You can see that neat pattern there. And then the inside of the outer box, one more time, all that cool stuff with the different console designs. You've even got the PSP on there. Yeah, super cool. Looking at the controller now, this is the star of the show after all, and it's really nice. I really like this kind of muted gray. You've got the nice color to the power button there, or the PS button on the front. As you saw there, the lights are blue. Turning it around on the back, it's got a nice textured feel to it, and it does say 30th anniversary on the controller itself, so that's pretty cool. We've got that two-tone gray, so not as much black as we see on all the other controllers that we looked at earlier in the video, but rather in all those places you have that darker gray. And I like it. I think it plays off the lighter gray and really gives it that nostalgic feel. Taking a closer look now, you can see the nice pop of color with that OG PS logo right in the center there on that power button. I did want to mention there is a bunch of tiny text on the back that acts as kind of a grip. It's got a textured feel to it, and that texture is actually made up of the same pattern that we saw on the outside of the box. So I tried to get a nice zoomed in image here, but it's very tiny. It's a bunch of XOs, triangles, squares, and then the number 30, kind of in a similar font. So super impressed by that. They really went the extra mile here to give it all that extra attention to detail, even in those tiny little places that you might not even notice if you were just to pick this up and start using it. I'd love to know what you guys think of this controller. Does it really give you those nostalgic feels like it does for me? I had the original PS1 even before they had the DualShock controllers, and so this is definitely nostalgic for me. I really like it. I appreciate the throwback to the PS1. I like that old school gray color tone, and that attention to detail with the grip and that pattern on the back of the controller is also super cool. That pop of color on the power button in the front is super nostalgic as well, and I couldn't be happier with this. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe so you don't miss out on any more content like this, and until the next time, I will catch you on the flip side.